So, Rose, well, first off, I have a curiosity. I was reading an interview you did with Sports Illustrated. You mentioned you make your own beef jerky, and then you're gonna try to sneak it past Fast Customs. Were you able to bring it?
Yes. I don't think they checked the bags or anything. Or I don't. Yeah, I brought it.
Awesome. Good news, I guess. So you got a bit of a pop here up until the point where you said you were gonna beat her. Were you surprised at all to get that sort of like warm reception?
I think I didn't really expect anything coming here. I know that everybody's gonna be passionate, so that's all I was preparing myself for.
And I guess with workouts, like for some fighters, it's kind of more of a formality, but you seem to be kind of like enjoying. Do you kind of feed off this type of energy?
I do. It's a great way to just realize what I do this for. It's for the fans. It's for to inspire other people that might not have the most confidence in themselves, that they can be strong and they can build themselves up, and a little crybaby like me can be in a thug in a cage.
We were talking when you were here a few weeks ago. We talked about the difference and lead up to the fight, right? Because you had a very different style of opponent in Joanna in the way that she really promotes the fight, and Jessica is a lot more, I guess you can say, tame. How has that translated into fight week? Has that changed kind of like your energy and the mood going into this one?
Oh, what's changed it? I'm sorry.
Just the energy and the mood with an opponent like Jessica, who's maybe a little friendlier, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's, my guards are still up high. I don't, I protect myself at all times. So, obviously we're cordial and we're respectful, and it's a great change of pace. But, I always just focus on me, and that's it.
You talked also about how you experienced all these emotions throughout fight week. Where are your emotions at right now?
I think that they're pretty good right now. It's always great to get a sweat going, and so yeah, I'm just cool.
I think a lot of the narrative about this fight, and you just got asked about it, and you got asked about it a lot, was the fact that you accepted to come here to Brazil to take this fight when really you didn't have to. Do you think that maybe this is about proving something? I don't even mean to others, but to yourself, that you're able to do this?
Of course, human curiosity is a crazy thing, and it's all about if I can do it or not. And so or will I? Because I know I can. It's just a matter of doing it.
Also, another thing that has been a topic is the fact that you're a slight underdog. You talked about it all the time, how you're used to kind of this position. But first off, why do you think that is? Why do you think that you're the underdog?
I think because maybe I wear my heart on my sleeve, I show my emotions, and maybe some people take that for weakness. I also, I'm long and lanky, so maybe some people think that I'm not strong or whatever, but, it's also more than that, and I am strong, but it's also being mentally strong, spiritually strong, everything, the whole package.
And do you kind of like feed off of that, though? Like, in a way, does that drive you a little bit more?
You know what? It just gives me more of a reason to work hard to fight those negative voices, because I know there's a lot of people out there that they might listen to what other people think, or and let that get them down. And so I'm really trying to be an inspiration for people that to prove to themselves and maybe to others that you can do stuff maybe that you wouldn't even think you could.
I think we all know your game plan because you're very clear about that. But you guys have an opponent in common. I was talking to Jessica earlier, and she said she's a very different fighter than the one that she was when she fought Joanna 2 years ago. But still, like, you fought Joanna twice. You saw her fight Joanna once. How much of that fight between her and Joanna helped you study for her?
We definitely looked at all of her fights. And, we're always a different fighter each fight that we have. So, I'm still even just a different fighter than when I last fought Joanna myself. So, it's all about just being myself and just letting it happen.
And I think another thing that Jessica and I think everybody really points to as her strength is just the fact that the pressure and her strength. What about you? Like, what do you think is going to be, you talked about it too, like being the more dynamic fighter, but what do you think really is going to be key here for you to win this fight?
Just being myself and just, not forcing things, just being totally and natural and in the moment, in the present moment.
Do you visualize like the way that you expect it to go? Do you think it might go the distance? Like, when you think about it, how do you see it going?
I look at all the possibilities go through my head, but like I said, the game plan is always the same. And I just don't worry about the outcome. I just go in there and just worry about controlling myself.
And you have like two big wins already in your career. You're so young, but you had that first win over Joanna where you just kind of shocked the world, and then you really put a stamp on that. In terms of just kind of like a legacy, legacy is a heavy word, but you're working on it. What does this fight and what does the win here over Jessica in Brazil mean in terms of building your legacy in your career?
I don't know if I like really think about my legacy. I just kind of like take every moment for what it is, and just, that just means another win for me. It just means that I'm doing the right thing, and that I'll be the champ still.
And last thing for me, I know you're focused on this fight, but there's a line of girls for me at 115, and I think Michelle Waterson's going to be here watching the fight. How do you already think about who might be next in line for you in case you defend your title?
Yeah, not at all. I'm just focused on here and the now. Yeah.